Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss a topic partition value. This is in statistics, partition value. So there are three types of partition values. First is the quartile, second is decile, and third is percentile. The quartile is denoted by Q, decile is denoted by D, and percentile is denoted by P. Here the quartiles basically mean the data is going to be divided into 4 equal parts, and when we are going to divide the data A to B in 4 equal parts, so we have to make 3 cuts to make 4 equal parts of the data. So if we are making 3 equal cuts, so these cuts are called the partition value Q1, Q2 and Q3. So these, if we are dividing the data into 4 equal parts, so this is the quartiles. So these cut values are the partition value, which is called quartile. So the first quartile is Q1, second quartile is Q2 and third quartile is Q3. So here if we are talking about the quartiles, so there are only 3 quartiles, Q1, Q2, Q3, because we are going to divide the data into 4 equal parts. Similarly, decile means we are going to divide the data into 10 equal parts. So when we are dividing the data into 10 equal parts, we are going to make 9 cuts in the line. So these will start from D1, D2, D3 till D9. And similarly, percentile means we are going to divide the data into 100 equal parts, and it is denoted by P. So this will be P1, P2 and P99. So if we are going to divide the data into 4 equal parts and we are calculating the quartile values, so the first quartile is Q1, second quartile is Q2 and third quartile is Q3. So the first quartile is called the lower quartile and the third quartile is called the upper quartile. So similarly, in decile, D1 is the lower decile and D9 is the upper decile, and in percentile we says P1 is the lower percentile and P99 is the upper percentile. So here, as in quartile, we are going to divide equal 4 parts, decile equal 10 parts and percentile equal 100 parts. Now let's see what is the formula for quartile, decile and percentile. So here QI, ith quartile, to calculate the ith quartile, the formula will be L plus I n by 4 minus PCF upon F multiplied by ECI. Here L is lower limit, N is the total frequency, F is the frequency, PCF preceding cumulative frequency and ECI is equal class interval. Similarly, the decile is L is the lower limit, DI means ith decile, we are going to calculate the ith decile, and decile means we are going to divide the data into 10 equal parts. So it is n by 10, and here in this formula of quartile it is n by 4. So L plus ith n by 10 minus PCF preceding cumulative frequency divided by F into ECI equal class interval. Similarly, the percentile formula PI, ith percentile, is equals to L plus ith n by 100, because the percentile means divided into 100 equal parts, minus PCF upon F multiplied by ECI equal class interval. So the note to calculate the partition value, we need to calculate ith n by 4, ith n by 10, ith n by 100 first respectively. If we are calculating the quartile, so first we have to calculate this term, in decile this term, and in percentile this term first respectively. So here if we are calculating the quartile, the first we will calculate this term, in decile first we calculate this term, and in percentile first we calculate this term. Now let's see one example that how we solve the partition values. So here the question is, find lower and upper quartiles, 7th decile and 24th percentile from the following frequency distribution, where the class interval is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40 and 40 to 50. And their corresponding frequencies are 7, 9, 6, 8 and 5. Now let's see how we will calculate. So in this solution here we are having a table which is class interval, frequency, and one more column we will create, that is a cumulative frequency. So here 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and 40 to 50, and their corresponding frequencies are 7, 9, 6, 8, 5, and then cumulative frequency will be 7, 7 plus 9, 16, 16 plus 6, 22, 22 plus 8, 30, and 30 plus 5, 35. Total frequency is 35. So here we need now we need to calculate these all things. As per the illustration, we need to calculate lower and upper quartile, means Q1 and Q3. 7th decile means D7, and 24th percentile means P24. So let's see, one by one we will calculate it. So Q1, the first quartile formula will be L plus, because the first quartile we are calculating, so here the ith value will be 1. So L plus n by 4 minus PCF upon F into ECI. So first we will calculate this term as per the note. So n by 4, where n is the total frequency and total frequency is 35. 35 divided by 4, it is 8.75. Now I will check this value n by 4 in the cumulative frequency where it lies. So in the cumulative frequency, 8.75 will lies in this 16 here. So I will write here, nearest cumulative frequency will be 16, this one, and the previous cumulative frequency or the preceding cumulative frequency will be 7. So the value of PCF will be 7, and here L is the 10. So which frequency I have captured in the cumulative frequency, and the corresponding lower limit will be L. The value of L will be 10 and the value of F will be 9, and the equal class interval will be 10. So after substituting all these values in the formula, so L will be 10. So here Q1 is 10 plus n by 4, 8.75, minus preceding cumulative frequency 7, frequency 9, and equal class interval 10. So 10 plus, if we are calculating this, so 8.75 minus 7 is 1.75, multiply by 10, divide by 9. 10 plus 1.944, so the answer will be 11.944. So the second Q3, third quartile, and the formula will be L plus, because we are calculating third quartile, so ith value will be 3. So 3 n by 4 minus PCF upon F into ECI. So first we calculate 3 n by 4. So 3 n by 4, 3 multiplied by the n, total frequency is 35, by 4 is equals to 26.25. Now I will check this value lies in the table in cumulative frequency nearest to what number. So I will check here, the value is 30. So the captured value is 30, the lower limit will be 30, and frequency will be 8, and PCA will be 22. So let's see, in the Q3 value, the nearest CF will be 30, previous or preceding cumulative frequency will be 22, L value of L is 30, frequency is 8, and equal class interval is 10. I will substitute all these values in the formula. So Q3 will be 30 plus 26.25 minus 22 divided by 8 multiplied by 10. So Q3 will be 30 plus 5.3125. So Q3 is equal to 35 minus 0.3125. So this is your third quartile. So now similarly, I am going to calculate the 7th decile, and the formula will be L plus 7n by 10 minus PCF upon F into ECI. So say first we will calculate 7n by 10. So 7n by 10, 7 into 35, the total frequency n, 35 divided by n, divided by 10. So it will be 24.5. So the nearest cumulative frequency will be 30 for 24.5. Nearest cumulative frequency will be 30, and PCF will be 22, value of L will be 30, and F will be 8, and ECI will be 10. Here I'll substitute all these values in the formula. D7 will be 30 plus, we'll calculate it, 3.125. So D7 will be 33.125. So now the last P24, 24th percentile, is equals to L plus 24n by 100 minus PCF upon F into ECI. So here first we calculate 24n by 100. So 24n by 100, 24 into a value of n, total frequency is 35 divided by 100. So value is 8.4. Now I'll check in the table which is the nearest cumulative frequency for 8.4. So the nearest cumulative frequency will be 16 and PCF will be 7, L will be 10, F will be 9 and ECI, equal class interval, will be 10. I'll substitute all these values in the formula. So the P24, it means 24th percentile, will be 10 plus 8.4 minus 7 upon 9 into 10. So we'll calculate it. 8.4 minus 7, 1.4. 1.4 multiplied by 10, 14. 14 by 9 is 1.555. And 10 plus 1.555 is 11.555. So this is the 24th percentile. So we have calculated all these terms. The first quartile, then the third quartile, then the 7th decile, and the last 24th percentile.